Can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. My dumb excuse me, my dumb ass had the mute on. Can you hear me now? Rochelle, hey. Still no sound? Y'all are killing me. Honey. Hang on, guys. Honey, I need your help. There's no sound. And I thought it was because I had it. I thought it was because I had it on mute. Oh, now they can hear me. Okay, I did. It was. It was because my dumb ass had it on mute.
Yeah, you're not dumb. Hi, guys.
Thanks, honey.
Wow, a lot of people.
Let's see. Lisa, how's it going, Lisa? Rochelle, how's it going? Hey, Kim. Hey, CBO. Hey, 10-9. Wow, everybody's here tonight. Okay, good. You can hear me now. It's because I had this stupid mute button on because I can never remember how to.
Yeah.
I can never remember how to get this stupid thing to work. I'm like so bad with anything technical, you guys. It's just not my thing. Oh my god, that tastes so good.
National anthem first. Jay Lizard. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
Hey, Pat. What's happening, Mama? Could be better. I'm sorry, Lisa. I'm so sorry. It's actually been a decent week here. I don't want to hold my breath too much or say that too loudly because, you know. So yeah, so bye, honey. Yeah. I found out today that my nephew, my little brother's son, and his mom are going to be coming out to DC. She's like going to be in the middle of June. She's going to be like involved in some kind of like march or something. And so they're going to be out here for the weekend, Friday through Sunday night. So I get to see my nephew. I'm so excited. I am feeling better, CPO. Thank you. Last week, let me tell you. Mercury is out of retrograde. Thank God. I don't understand a lot about Mercury being in retrograde, but what I do know is whenever it happens, all hell breaks loose in this world. So. Last week, you guys, okay, so got through the week, no problem. Friday, probably about, it was probably like, I go live at 7:30, so it was probably literally like 5 o'clock. I get this horrible pounding headache, right? And I mean, I tried, like I said, no, I told hubby, I'm still going to go live. I'm going to go live. And he was like, you don't look very good. It was like one of my really bad headaches, y'all. And it used to be that summer was a good time of year for me because of my Chiari. I felt better in the summer. I didn't have as many headaches. It used to be that the winter were the horrible months, right? Well, hell, now it's like wintry, and I've had so many horrific headaches. And, I can tell the difference between a stress headache and a sinus headache. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell the difference between that. So this was definitely a Chiari headache. And it was one of the ones that got so bad that I'm surprised I didn't end up in the emergency room because it just gets to the point of no return to where nothing's going to stop it. And I mean, years ago, I was like on tons of pain medication. And I would go into the emergency room with one of these headaches. and they would shoot me full of so much crap. And when they discharged me, my head was still pounding. It was better, it wasn't as extreme, but it was just, it's ridiculous how much medication I was on back then. So I am doing a lot better today, but yeah, it's just, I just don't know when it's going to happen. And then Saturday, my friend whose husband passed away recently, Marsha. We went out there. We were supposed to go out there all day to power wash her deck. Excuse me, because we're going to power wash her deck, and then hubby's going to stain it the way that we did ours, because she saw pictures and she was like, oh my God, that looks so good. Can you do that for me? So we went out there and worked all day. I didn't work. I literally sat around and walked on eggshells because the headache was still there, and I was afraid if I even freaking moved too quickly, it was going to be bad. So I hung out with her, and she had her grandkids over, so I got to hang out with her grandkids, which, pathetically enough, her oldest grandson is 11. He just graduated from elementary school today. And then her daughter is 7. I haven't seen the oldest one since he was a baby. I had never met Harper. So it was a lot of fun getting to hang out with Harper. She was like, oh, I like your nail polish. Oh, I like that. She's just such a little girly girl. She's so cute. And so she kept me busy. Yeah, and then Sunday we were like, okay, let's go to the pool, because we belong to like this community pool. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we need to go to the pool on Sunday. You guys, felt like shit all day. And then I said, okay, let's go to the pool Monday, because it was Memorial Day. Never made it. And it's kind of for the best that I didn't make it, because last year I got sun poisoning so bad. I have never had sun poisoning before, okay? I've gotten many, many, many sunburns in my life. But sun poisoning, where you feel it in your joints, I'm telling you, this is how bad it was. Like if I had to pee and I lifted my leg off, whether from the couch or the bed, because I had to like lay like this with my leg straight out. If I lifted my leg out, I just got these radiating, horrific pains up and down my legs. Like it was horrible. So I'm like scared to death of the sun now. So I'm telling you, I've got every kind of suntan lotion known to man. I don't care. I'll walk around looking like a pasty white girl for the rest of my life. I have no problem with that. Like, I don't want to have sun poisoning ever again, It was just horrible. It was horrible. Yeah, I love DC. I do too. I really do like DC. I don't like the way, I don't like the shootings and all the negative shit that's going on right now. But I love DC. I mean, I love DC. I do too. I really do. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Kim. If they don't put enough chlorine in the pool, it's easy to get sinus infections, etc. I can totally believe that, Jay Lizard. I know that's got to be true, because I have gone swimming at the community pool before and gotten sick afterwards. So, but look, I'm not like. I think what I'm going to do this year is just swim and walk laps, I think I'm just going to do that. I think I'm just going to start going to the pool every day and doing that, because it's no pressure on my knee. I have a messed up knee. Well, knock on wood. Sometimes my knee's messed up. For the most part, it's good. And I do have a hip that acts up, but because I'm thinking swimming, that's good for you. And I need to do some kind of physical activity. I have got to get this weight off. I'm just like miserable. So I got my Circle K water bottle, you guys. I literally got it 3 hours ago. I've been waiting on this stupid thing for weeks. And I finally wrote to the company and I was like, yo, hello, where's my water bottle? So I guess they wrote back and said that, I don't know, it was supposed to be delivered like last week and something happened. So the box got stuck somewhere. I think it said it got stuck in like PA or something. So I just got it, and I just put in, so I don't know if you guys know about this Circle K thing, but like, here's the lid. It's pretty cool, you guys. Like, all right, so the lid, you know, your little inserts. Oh shit, as I just spill it all over the place. The little inserts. So inside of this insert is cherry limeade. Anybody that knows me knows I love my Diet Cherry Limeades from Sonic. So you put the little cartridge in there. You buy the different flavors. So I have like citrus, I have tangerine, I don't know. And then there's like a little monitor right here, and you can go from 0, let's see, I think it's 0 to 10. Yeah, you can go from 0 to 10. So if you put it on 10, you're gonna get like a massive dose of flavoring every time you drink. And I found that I kind of like around 2, because it's going to last a hell of a lot longer, and it's not like this overdose of flavor, you know what I mean? My sister got me hooked on it. She was telling me about it, and I was like, oh, maybe that'll make me drink water. So, knock on wood. Hopefully I'm going to get off of Diet Pepsi for good, because I'm done. I'm tired of it. Okay, let's see. Let me get caught up, you guys. I had sun poisoning on the right side of my face once. Ow, Kim. I know that had to have hurt. Getting old sucks, doesn't it? But it's a gift. Everybody always says that shit, right? Protect your ears in the pool. I have fungal infection from water near and it hurts. Oh no, Tammy. See, that's another thing. I've always, excuse me, always had ear problems. And that's the worst time for me, is going to the pool, because I get water in my ear, and it's so painful. So I usually wear earplugs. I feel you, girl. Those are no fun. We went on vacation, and in the arm I stuck out the window, got covered in sun poisoning. Oh no, Pat. It's gotta be so bad. Hey, Brandon, welcome. Just curious, have you heard about Casadaga, Florida? The town of psychics. I have not. Sounds pretty cool, but I have not. I haven't. Yeah, I haven't heard about that. I don't know where Ken is. I didn't talk to her today. Normally I talk to her on Fridays, but I didn't talk to her. I hope she's okay. You know, she's such a damn trooper. I mean, she comes on here, and it's like the middle of the night in Scotland, you know, and she comes on here for me. She's awesome. All right, let me see. Did she send me a message? She messages me in, sorry, an Instagram. Sorry, guys. No, she didn't. I hope she's okay. I hope she's okay. Guys, so what are you thinking about the, Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial? Because y'all know how I feel about it already. All right, I'm gonna write this down, Brandon, and look it up. No, I don't need it.
It's the last one.
I don't need it. I got plenty. I'm good. You take it, honey.
I'm doing this.
Have fun. Casadega, Florida. Yeah, y'all know how I feel about the whole Johnny Depp thing. But let me say this. It pissed me off so bad when Elaine Bretthoff, or whatever, I don't even care what her name is. She went, and did all these interviews yesterday, and she was like, oh, let me tell you, when Amber came out of the conference room, she said, oh my God, I feel so sorry for all the women that are abused. You guys. So now she thinks she's a spokesperson. Well, she thought that when she did the op-ed, that she's some damn spokesperson for everyone that's ever been frickin' abused, and she's nothing but a damn lying piece of shit. So let me tell you how I really feel. I'm sorry, you guys. Like, listen, Johnny Depp definitely has his share of issues, right? But just because someone is a drug addict or an alcoholic, that doesn't make them a wife beater. That doesn't make them someone that goes around beating the shit out of people. You know what I mean? So he's far from being perfect. And, can you imagine? Can you just imagine? He's in his 50s. What is he, like 58? And his entire life has been put on display. His entire private life. Every text he's done, everything he's ever said nasty, like all of that was on complete display for the whole world. You gotta feel bad. You know what I mean? You gotta feel bad for him. Especially because it shouldn't have even come to a frickin', it shouldn't even have come to this, right? The bitch wasn't abused. It was all a bunch of lies and bullshit. She beat the shit out of him. You guys. She beat the shit out of him. So if anybody's a spokesperson for people being abused, it would be him and not her. And yes, men are abused every freaking day. And it's sad and it hurts my heart. I've been there. And this case, when after the verdict was read, it was like, I was really emotional. Like, I cried, you guys. And I didn't cry about the case, right? Whichever way it went, I'm glad that it went in Johnny's favor. I'm glad that maybe the guy can get his life back on track. And maybe because his life was put on stage for everyone to see, maybe it'll wake him up and he'll get some help with his addictions and get his act together, right? For his kid's sake. But I was just so emotional. It's like, and that's never happened to me before. In all the years it's been since I was abused, that's never happened. So it was just bizarre. It was just really bizarre that I reacted to it that way. You know what I mean? I don't know. Thank God it's over. Right, 10-9? Right. I'm on vacation right now. I'm at my niece's house with my sister. My brother will be here later. Oh, nice, Kim. Enjoy it, girlfriend. Enjoy it. Holy crap. I think they awarded her damages to ensure she couldn't win an appeal. Oh, did you hear her attorney? Oh, Amber's definitely appealing, and she definitely has cause to appeal. Bitch, you also think that she was abused, and she wasn't. So what does that say about you? That lady Elaine trying to act like she's all about abused women. Bullshit, lady. You're doing it for the freaking money. Come on, let's be honest here. You're doing it for the freaking money. It has nothing to do with abused women. Because all it would take is 10 minutes of you looking into Amber Heard and her past, and you would know that she's the bitch that's beating the crap out of Johnny Depp. Sorry, you guys. My language is really bad tonight. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be mean. I think Alice Cooper posted on Facebook that he was glad that Depp won, basically called Amber an evil person. Well, hello. Yeah, definitely. I agree with him. She needs to keep her pie hole shut. Exactly. I think Amber is an evil person. I think she definitely is. Here's the thing, you guys. Wait, I wanted to ask you all this. Did you guys see how her sister, Whitney or whatever the hell her name is, which I really don't care, was like glaring at Johnny Depp? I'm thinking, bitch, you're pissed. You know she's pissed. She's pissed because she can no longer live rent-free in a penthouse. She can't travel all over the world for free, That bank is gone now. You guys, Amber rubs me the wrong way, okay? But her sister really rubs me the wrong way. There's something about, like, she just always looks like she's freaking angry, like she's gonna kill somebody. Even when she smiles, she looks like she's in pain or something. Like, I don't know, y'all. There's one in New York as well, Casadega, New York. I've been there hiking, didn't get my fortune told. That's cool, Brandon. My grandma used to say, what goes around comes around. What goes around comes around if you backfire on her. Right? It will backfire on her. They say she beat her ex-wife too. Right? Of course, she takes a stand and said, no, that didn't happen. No, charges were dismissed. Did you see that when she was on camera from the UK and she said none of it happened? You guys. I mean, they showed, like, I've been seeing so many lies that she told that technically, I mean, I don't know why the hell they're not getting her for perjury on the stand. You know what I mean? Other than I think seriously, I think the judge was just so done with her legal team that she was just like, thank God they're getting the hell out of Virginia. I don't come back. And I grew up in Virginia. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows I live in the DMV. And I speak on behalf of people from the DMV. And go back to California or wherever the hell you're from, Amber, and don't come back here again, because we really don't want you. We don't want you at all. She was arrested for DV against her ex-wife. Right? She was arrested, and then they dropped the charges immediately. And when they questioned her about it in the UK, she was like, oh, it was just a power struggle. Oh, the cop was just because we were... She said something like because they were lesbians or something. I'm like, bitch, shut up. Like... If that were the case, then why didn't both of you get hauled into jail, right? If it was because the cop was biased and he didn't like lesbians, then why didn't you arrest both of your dumbasses? Why did he only arrest you? Because you were the aggressor. That's why. Right. She wasn't even trying to lie. Right, Pat? Exactly. I mean, she can't act. I've never seen her in a movie. I didn't even know who in the F she was until all this came up, honestly. No clue, had no idea who she was. I thought she was like a model or something. I asked my son, I said, do you even know who this lady is? Oh yeah, she was in Aquaman with Jason Momoa, and she was in this and she was in that. And I was like, I've never seen her before. I was like, I don't know who this bitch is, but I don't like her. Hey JR, what's happening? Sorry guys, my stupid tennis elbow is acting up again. I was lifting, so I have these we have like massive pots on our back deck, like wall-to-wall pots, and I have potatoes in them, I have tomatoes, I have beans, I have, what else? Strawberries, what else? I don't know, all kinds of stuff planted. And then I have my in-ground garden. We were lifting like all the stuff, and then I was trying to water everything. And you know, I'm right-handed, and when my elbow's killing me, it's like a pain in the arse. So, yeah, I completely screwed up my elbow. So now it's been like aching all day. I'm like, oof. No, she can't act at all. Let me tell you, like I said, I've not seen her in any movies, but watching her on the stand, if that's any little snippet of her acting abilities, she freaking sucks. And the only reason, and with that being said, obviously the only reason she got any acting gigs was because she was married to freaking Johnny freaking Depp, right? Excuse me. See? You didn't know her either, right? Right? Hey, Shannon, what's happening, mama? Yeah, you guys. I could talk about her all night, and not in a good way. Like, I am just like over her. Hey, I am. What's happening, mama? Hey, Lindsay. I already know who you're talking about. Amber freaking Heard. That's what I'm talking about. Did you see Jason Momoa testimony? Was that really his testimony, or was it like a parody? That's one question I had. Because I don't think it was real. I think it was just a joke, wasn't it? Was it? Sorry. Oh, here's the funny thing. So, when I was married to my dumbass ex-husband, I was watching this one particular YouTube channel after the verdict was read. And they interviewed this guy. He was my divorce attorney. And he's in that area because years ago when I was married to Asswipe and I got divorced in Fairfax County. So I thought it was funny. I'm sitting there watching it, and then he came on, and I'm like, that's my old divorce attorney. I was like, damn, he's still in practice. But yeah, I was like, holy crap. It was just funny. Like, I knew the judge, and for not ever having to go to court, knock on wood, hardly ever, like, I was amazed that I knew both of them. I was like, damn. Oh my God, you guys. So the last time I went to downtown DC, got a frickin' ticket, right? And they get you on these speed cameras, right? So they just send you this damn thing in the mail, and it's a picture of my truck and my, yeah, guilty, okay? But they get you like in these weird places. So they'll change the speed from like 40 to 55 or from 55 down to 40. And it like happens like that. If you miss the one sign, well, oh well. And then that's when you get the ticket. Every freaking time I have to go to downtown DC, we get a ticket. So I get this ticket and they're like, it's a $100 ticket, but if you don't pay it by this day, it becomes a $200 ticket. They gave me literally like a couple days notice. So I sent an email and I said, I have no problem paying this stupid ass ticket. I don't want to pay it, but I'll pay it because obviously I was speeding. But I was like, you can't send this to people and give them days notice. Like, who does that? So this was months ago. I sent it, this was in beginning of February, okay, when I get this. So I finally get a freaking thing in the mail the other day that, we're sorry, you owe the $200, and we found that you're guilty. Well, no shit, Sherlock, I knew I was guilty. You know, like, that was never in question. It's not to pay a freaking $200 ticket. I was so pissed. You guys, that's another thing that I hate about DC. Their cops are horrible. Everybody gets tickets. You get a ticket for every damn little thing. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. I'm sure Amber's movie views, rentals, whatever, skyrocketed though. I don't know. Are you being sarcastic? Because I saw an article where somebody said she's probably going to lose like any opportunities that are coming up her way. And you know what? I'm sorry, but the bitch should. She lied. She should, you know. Belated hello, listening to hey. I wouldn't survive in DC. DC is great. I like DC, right? I love the museums. I love DC, but I hate everything surrounding DC, you know. So yeah, I only watched a tiny bit of her crappy acting, but I do know the victim's behavior can be really strange. That actress who was in Animal Kingdom said Johnny was jealous and controlling. Oh, no doubt I am. Like, Johnny Depp. I mean, come on. He's married to a little 20-year-old bimbo. Come on, of course he's going to be jealous. You know, I mean, I would expect that. But yeah, he's far from being perfect. You know, he's no angel. But, you know, being a drug addict and alcoholic does not make you a wife beater. Do I think he pushed her? Possibly. You know, do I think he actually punched her like she said, oh yeah, he punched me, and then I said, oh, you punched me, and he punched me again, and then, you know, come on. No, she's full of shit. And then, oh my God, you guys, did you see this? Some lady did an article and said that the entire stories that Amber Heard testified to on the stand was her stories. That's what had happened to her. And I guess she had written like, I don't know if it was an ebook or what, but she said she's looking into what she can do legally, because she said, I'm pretty sure she stole she said everything that she said that Johnny said was what happened with her ex-husband. I don't put anything past that girl. I don't put nothing past her. Happy June, everyone. Happy June, Cynthia. Hi. How are you? They outlawed photo tickets in Colorado. Wow, I wish they'd do it here. They said she's going to appeal. Good luck. Yeah, her attorney said, oh, she has plenty of grounds to appeal. She's going to lose, just like she lost the first one. The only reason she's appealing is because she didn't have the freaking money. That's the only reason. You can feel all the energy there at DC. Oh, yeah. And also, Elaine said that we demonized Amber. She demonizes her damn self, but I heard that, and I thought that was hysterical. I'm like, have you looked at your client lately? Look at how she would, like, Johnny's team would ask her a question, and she would immediately look at the jury. Who does that? Like, she just looked like a freaking idiot. I'm sorry, but Okay, let's see. My mom's friend got a $500 ticket for not fishing with a license last summer. Weren't even giving the fish, just doing it for fun. Oh, let me tell you, you know who's really strict about that is Maryland. The state of Maryland. They will walk up and demand that you open up your cooler, open up the trunk of your car. Like, they're strict in Maryland about that. There's something about DC's historical relevance, which, while simultaneously being a thriving modern metropolis, that makes it my favorite city. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I do love it. If you drive under 55 or 65, whatever the maximum speed, you can contest it. Yeah. Yeah, because every single time I go to downtown DC, it costs me $200. At least 100, sometimes 200. I'm having a bad week too. You guys call them soccer moms. Well, I'm running for president of my son's basketball club, and the other guy's also running, and he's playing dirty, he and his wife. Shannon, I'm so sorry. That's so freaking pathetic. What is wrong with people? What the hell's wrong with people? Like, seriously. Wow, she's got balls, right? Most of Amber's testimony was copied from someone else. I hope that person is able to copyright her. I hope so too. I hope so too. Fake. The jury feels she lied too. I heard that one juror, and he said that he didn't believe anything that she was saying. Yeah. I don't know what all he said, but he said he didn't believe anything she was saying, that he felt awkward when she was sitting there looking at him the whole time. He said it was really awkward because she was like looking, you know, talking to him, and he's like, I can't respond. So it was really awkward and uncomfortable. Yeah, Shannon, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear you're going through that. That's just, people are so, let me tell you. There was so much push and shove when our youngest son was in baseball. He was an amazing baseball player, so he was on like 3 different teams. He was on like AAU, travel, and then like a little elevated league team. So we were gone out of state like every weekend. Like, he was really good. And then if another team had a player down, they'd always ask him to play. And we had that shit going on, like with coaches, and my husband coached, I coached. I also did the team mom thing, and we had people like that. And I was like, are you freaking kidding? These are like kids. Like, come on, these are kids. What the hell? So I get it. It's so like competitive now. I mean, yeah, it's horrible. We're supposed to go see our neighbor's little boy. He's in 4th grade. He's playing, he's in a game to where he's pitching, I think. So we get to go watch him, which anybody that knows me knows how much I love my baseball. So I'm happy when I'm at baseball. Thanks, Lisa. Send me good protection vibes because this other guy is really playing dirty. Making up lies about me and other people that are on my team. That's just so freaking sad. Like, obviously him and his wife have a pathetic life. Good luck, Shannon. We need women coaches. Exactly. I agree. We definitely need female coaches out there. Oh my gosh, you guys. So right before I come on here, I saw, there was another shooting today. It's just been, so there was a shooting yesterday in Tulsa. So let me tell you the backstory on the shooting in Tulsa yesterday. So this guy goes and has back surgery, and it apparently didn't work. He was still in excruciating pain, so he storms his way into this medical center, goes to that doctor and shoots and kills him, and then kills 2 of the staff members. And look, of course, I understand, you know, what the guy did was horrible. But, you know, I have to say, with all the doctors that said, oh, there's nothing wrong with you, it's psychological, you're fine. When I knew I wasn't fine, like, I was having paralysis, I was having these horrible headaches, I was having, like, so many symptoms, and I knew damn good and well, like, there was something seriously wrong with me. And all these doctors were like, oh, no, you're fine, it's psychological. I can kind of, mine would have never come to where I hurt anybody, you know what I mean? Because that's just not about me. But it was so frustrating, like So I guess I wasn't in that guy's shoes, but I have been in his shoes in that I have been there and I didn't go kill anybody, you know? Yeah. Anyway, so right before I got online, so shit, I don't remember where it was. Did I write it down? No. Iowa. Adams, Iowa, maybe. Church shooting. 2 women were killed and the shooter's dead. So I don't know if the cops killed him or if he killed himself. I don't know. But it's every freaking day, y'all. Like, this world has just gone crazy. I coached my son's baseball team. Some of the parents were insane, right? We ran into the biggest wackadoos through the years. It was crazy. The politics in kids' sports is unbelievable. It is. I used to play shortstop in elementary school. Oh, yay! Correct, Cynthia. Sending good vibes. Thank you. My grandson sat out the last game in regionals. He's a senior. So what is that about? Really? See, that's so screwed up. That kind of shit used to get to me. Like, when my son was in high school, he played shortstop, second, and he pitched. And he was decent. He was really good, you know. And he had the chance at a full scholarship. Unfortunately, he chose drugs. And that never happened. But anyway, he had these coaches that they wanted their kid to play. So they would put their kid in his spot, and then their kid sucked, right? And so the parents were like, we could have won that game, but we had a bad, you know, and I don't agree with calling out one child, you know what I mean? But the bottom line is, it's like, just because you're the coach, it's a high school team, you know, doesn't mean your son should have an advantage over the rest of the team. You know what I mean? Like, all these kids work their ass off for their positions, and all these kids should be able to play, especially the seniors. What the hell is that all about? Y'all. Sorry, I have rheumatoid arthritis and neuropathy in my fingers. Takes me a long time to type. Aw, no worries, honey, no worries. How do you storm your way in anywhere when you have excruciating back pain? Right? I wonder if the doctor thought the killer was trying to get strong payments. That's kind of what I was thinking. I wonder if the doctor said, no more pain medication. Like, you're done. You should be feeling better. You know what I mean? I thought that too. Good luck, Shannon. I hope people see your honesty wanting to be president. Our kids need that support. Exactly. This guy plays his son before anyone else, and his son can't actually play. The guy and his wife only care about drinking at the bar and taking money from the... Wow, Shannon. We had a couple like that. I'm thinking in my head, like, oh, it's the same family. we had a family like that. Hey, Darlene, what's happening, Mama? Everybody's, yeah. I don't know, y'all. I'm just... School shootings, and I don't know what the hell the answer is. You know what I mean? Like, people are like, oh, they need to ban guns. But here's the problem with that. Okay, here's the problem with that. Look at all the shootings that happen every week in, like, Detroit, Chicago, downtown DC. Look at all those shootings, right? Do you think that any of those gangbangers down there, do you think they got their guns legal? No. So the problem is, you can try to ban guns all you want to, but these illegal thug pieces of shit are still going to find guns. You know what I mean? They're going to find them. And that's a problem, you know? And I think people have the right to defend themselves, okay? Do I think I have the right to shoot and kill someone? No, I don't. Now, if someone breaks into my house and is coming after me to shoot and kill me and I shoot them, then maybe. But you know what I mean? Like, there's such a freaking fine line. But, like, look at people that live in Alaska or whatever, states that you have no choice but to have a gun for protection. You know what I mean? From wild animals. I mean, you can't ban guns if people have to be able to live, you know what I mean? And those people especially rely 100% on guns. Like, yeah. I've had 3 job interviews this week. Oh, way to go, Cynthia. Hubby went on a job interview this morning with the school system. Way to go. And it's all U.S. Ash towards ACL and went through treatment and physical therapy just to play. Yeah. Sorry I'm late. Been sick again. Oh, no, Darlene. I'm so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. I hope you're doing okay. I don't think parents should coach. Most of the time, not always. Right? Yeah. U.S. for yeah. If there are this many assholes in the world, where to go? If there are this many assholes in the world, we're dust. Yeah. Gun violence is really bad here in Philly. Yeah, I bet. Hope you're feeling better, Darlene. I'm sorry you were sick. These poor babies. The fear they must have felt. I can't believe the police were in the building in the hallway and didn't storm into the room. You guys, that's the one thing, like, so did you guys see the video where, okay, did you see the video where this mom literally runs up to this police officer, and the police officer has his long gun out and he's got his vest on and his helmet and everything, and she runs up and she's like, you have to help my child. I think she's hurt. I think that's what she said. I think she's hurt. I tried to call her. She's not answering. I think she might be hurt. You have to go in there and help her. She was like begging this cop, right? And, you know, and he's can't do anything because he's being told that he can't do anything until he's told that he can, right? So my thinking is, damn, you know, if I had a gun in my car and I pulled up and the cops said they couldn't go in, they couldn't do anything, I think I would throw my body weight at one of them and say, oh, you watch, I'm going to go find my child. And I'm going to go make sure this asshole doesn't walk out of here. Like, I would be in there. And, you know, and I get it. The cops have to wait till they're given orders. But the bottom line is, would there have been 21 people, 19 babies that were 11 and under that died had those cops gone in there quickly? I mean, I don't know the answer to that, but I think there's a pretty good chance that a lot of those kids would have been okay. You know what I mean? It took 77 minutes. As a parent, if I knew my child was in a school where there was a shooting, I don't know how, I mean, those parents had to have been, I don't know, what do they do for 70? Like, they had to have been going nuts. Like, I can't talk about this too much, this subject, because I feel it physically and it kind of makes me feel sick. And so I did want to talk about it a little bit, but I can't really handle talking about it that much physically, if that makes any sense. If they ban guns, only the bad guys will have them, right? That's kind of my mentality. Shannon, they sound awful. Good luck. I hope you win. True law-abiding citizens will not give up their guns, right? Heartbreaking. I want a reading. Yeah, just email me, honey. Thanks, Pat. I'm going to give it my best shot. Ann Weber blog had a beautiful channeled message from Jesus on the Texas school shooting. It's worth reading. Oh, wow. I'll have to check it out. Ann Weber blog. Thanks, Jay Lizard. This shooting affected me so much, right? Me too. I feel you. Like, that farm worker lady did that. She ran into the school, saved her 2 kids. She should be the police chief in that town. Wow, good for her. Good for her. Sorry, running late. Hello, everyone. Hey, Ray, what's happening? I think we should have a virtual prayer visualize around the world, praying for peace and light over darkness. Hey, Mystic Brady, what's happening, Mama? Welcome, welcome. It is sad. You guys, Victoria, same as me. They would have had to shoot me to stop me from trying to get in that classroom and save my baby. Right? Right? Yeah, it's really affected me. Like, I mean, I can physically feel it. You know what I mean? So I can't really talk about this too much, but it was just horrible. Like, And it's like every flippin' day here lately, it's been something, or at least once a week. You know what I mean? And it's so sad. Here's the sad part. So earlier when I saw the church shooting in Iowa, I was telling my hubby, and I was like, here's the pathetic part of it. It's like you become like immune to it. You know what I mean? Almost. Now, don't get me wrong, like Uvalde, Texas, that was a whole different ballgame. We're talking about little babies in school, but it's just like, I just feel like people are becoming desensitized to it. You know what I mean? And that's freaking so damn sad. Like, yeah, yeah, definitely a heavy vibe in here. Oh yeah, this cough has to go. Cold coffee at Texas. Oh, Darlene girl, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That would be my problem. I'd be coughing, peeing, coughing, peeing. I am so sorry, Darlene. I'm going to pray that you get to feeling better. Shannon, I'm going to pray that you win that election. And I don't know. You know, I want to say like, and that the guy and his wife, but I'm not going to go there. I'm going to be a good person today. By the way, Victor, you look like, aw, thank you, Mystic Brady. Thank you. That's so sweet. I feel like I look like shit today. My hair was getting on my nerves so damn bad. I said, I gotta throw it up. I can't even deal with it. Prayer's all we have. Exactly. Hey, Joanna. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Do you pick up anything on Ray Liotta? Ray Liotta. He's actually on my list. Literally, I don't even know that I knew that he had passed away, and somebody emailed me and said, you have to add Ray Liotta to your list. And I looked at it. No, I didn't know, because I looked at it and I said, Ray Liotta, he's alive. He's not dead yet, is he? And then I found out like later that day that he had died. I'm definitely going to do a reading on him, because I was picking up on some things, but... Farm worker, young mom is a true heroine. She said there were no police inside the school. They arrested her and kept her back. She was handcuffed and ran the instant they took the cuffs off. Oh, I don't blame her. Can you just... I can't talk about that anymore. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I was sitting in the airport in D.C., flying to Florida when Columbine happened. My friend and I, there was like the news was on, and I was like, what the heck is that? That looks like a school. We were like looking at the TV, and I'm like, that looks like a school. And we're looking, and then we're seeing kids come out with their, you know, hands up in the air. And I'm like, oh my God, that's a school. And then by the time we got to Florida, more information had been released and had come out. And I was just like, I can't even freaking believe this. Like, somebody went in and killed a bunch of kids. You know, and that was kind of like the downward spiral of, y'all, school shootings, man. They get to my heart, y'all. I miss Ray Liotta too. 2 weeks ago, we were talking about Ray. Man's right from the doors. Today, Ray Liotta. I know, right? Deborah Jenkins. Hey, Deborah, what's happening, Mama? Welcome. What I did not understand was, where was the hostage negotiator in Uvalde? Yeah, good question. Good question. I mean, I think, you know, the sad reality is especially these little punks that are, you know, 18 that run into school and kill a bunch of little kids. You know, there's really no negotiating with them. You know what I mean? But yeah, did they try? I mean, did they try? I don't know, but yeah, I don't get it, you guys. From what I've heard, you know, I don't know how true it is, but from what I've heard, there was so much shit that was done wrong on behalf of the police, like the police chief. And people were questioning whether this police chief should be there, you know, in that position. People were questioning it. So I don't know how true that is. That's just what I read a couple of articles. I went from working in banks to schools. I was more scared working in schools. Girl, let me tell you, I feel you. I was working in a middle school, right? It started off, you know, my kids were little and they were in that school, and I went in and started volunteering. Well, before you know it, I was volunteering 5 days a week, and I was in there, 8 hours a day, primarily 7, 8 hours a day. So the lady was like, why don't you just apply for a spot here? Like, you get a paycheck. And I was like, okay. So I started working there, right? And my job, I kept track of any kid that was late or that was absent. Like, I had a big database, and I had to go in there and input, if they were absent, if they were late, if it was excused, if it wasn't. And then I had to contact the family and say, hey, why isn't your kid here? Type of deal, right? Well, then they said, okay, well, we're going to move you up by the front door because we want somebody up there to be able to see who's coming into school and to buzz people in. So that's when they started locking the schools down. So literally, I'm by the front door, and then the SRO police officer was like right here. His office was like right here to the right of the front door. And he comes flying out one day, and he's like, we got a mandatory lockdown. He's like, there's a guy with a gun headed this way. And I was like, what the hell? So my job was, I had to go to the whole front of the school and check the doors to make sure the perimeter doors on the front were locked. So I went and did that. They were fine. I walked in and said, oh, they're locked. And I said, is it over? Because we had scares before, but it had never been anything. And so I'm talking to the school resource officer, and I'm like, is it over now? Is it clear? And he's like, no. He's like, you need to go into lockdown. I was like, shit. So we had to go into the front office, into this one office that didn't have any windows or anything. So we all crowded in there and locked the door. As it turns out, the police were able to tackle the guy like right outside of the school. They tackled him, got the gun away from him, put him under arrest. Nobody got hurt, thank God. But nothing like that. We had never had anything that extreme happen. So kind of at that point, I was like, wow, that's pretty scary. Because they had me sitting by the front door. So I'm like a big freaking target, right? It's like, oh, great. So if somebody decides to shoot into the school, guess who's getting shot? If they're trying to break the lock on the door to get in, I'm the first one that's going to. So that was pretty scary. I got through it. Worked there for years. All was well. So this morning, hubby went for an interview with the school system to be in charge of like their computers, right? And I was okay. I was fine. He went. He came back. He said it went really well. This happened, that happened, whatever. And then later I was like, shit, I don't know if I want him freaking working in the school system. You know what I mean? Like, it's bad enough he works for the VA, but at least he's working remotely, so he's safe, and he's not having to go into the medical centers anymore like he was. But it's just freaking scary. Like, scary. Anything new in summer? New messages or info? Nope, haven't gotten anything. I still have the same freaking dreams of Suzanne Morphew. That little girl, I still have, and I've even still continued to have the dreams of Summer Wells. So, I don't know, you guys. It's giving me nightmares. I have 4 kids, and it had my stomach in knots watching the news. Oh, God, I bet, Joanna. I'm so sorry, honey. I told my husband, I said, I'm so grateful that I don't have any kids in the school system. I don't know what I would do. I mean, clearly not everybody's in a position to freaking keep their kids home and homeschool them, It's just so damn scary. This kid who did this in Texas was a very disturbed individual, and no, the police chief needs to be fired. They made so many errors. Yeah, I saw that. First of all, it sounds like his mother and father both just didn't raise him, just really didn't give a shit about this kid. I mean, that's no excuse. Don't get me wrong. And then I hear his mom. Did you all hear his wackadoo mother, what she was saying? She was like, don't talk bad about my son. He was a good boy. He wasn't a monster like everybody said. Excuse me? Do you want to go sit face to face with those 19 parents that lost their children? Do you want to go sit face to face with the 2 adults' families that lost their lives? Do you want to go sit face to face with the hundreds of teachers and kids that from here on out have been completely affected. Some of them will have nightmares. Some of them won't ever want to go back to school. Like, you go sit, lady, face to face with those people, and you tell them that he wasn't a monster. Yeah, I didn't think so. So frustrating. They should play music in the schools to keep everyone relaxed. The problem is, I mean, that'd be a great idea. I'm all for that. I'm a music person. I love music 24/7. But the problem is, the majority of these shootings, it's from dumbasses that don't even go to the school. You know what I mean? It's people that don't even go to the damn school. Ugh, it's just so frustrating. He got into school because the door was left open. So tragic. I really feel for the teacher that forgot to lock it. Right, Shannon? That's, oh my gosh. When I heard that, I thought, that poor teacher. Like, my heart aches for her, right? Everybody's going to tell her it's not your fault. You know, you didn't mean to do. But that's not going to take away from the fact that she's going to feel like she's responsible. I can't even imagine what's going through her heart and her head right now, you know? I felt so horrible when I heard that. Bullseye, yep. I saw in another news that she saw the gunman shut the door but didn't lock. That teacher got a lawyer too. Wow, really? Wow. Working for schools is a wonderful job. It is, no doubt. Like, I loved working there. I loved being able to see my kids. I'd like to think that I made an impact on some of those kids. Like, I had this little boy, won't say his name, but I started noticing that every day he sat in the lunchroom by himself. Nobody talked to him. Kids made fun of him while they were walking down the hallway. And I asked my son about him, and he said, yeah, everybody makes fun of him, Mom. So I went over one day at lunch, and I said, why don't you come over here and sit with me during lunch every day? So he started sitting with me. Well, what I quickly discovered was that he didn't have money for food. So I started buying him lunch every day, and he would sit with me, and he said that the kids, you know, weren't making fun of him as bad. I don't know why, but they weren't, which is a good thing. So a couple years later, he was in high school, and he was arrested at the school for supposedly making threats to shoot up the school. I called and got a hold of his mother, and I said, what the hell happened, right? And we were talking, and she was telling me, and she was like, hey, would you come to court as a character witness for my son? And I was like, of course. So, you know, she didn't know that I was psychic, okay? She didn't know that aspect of me. But I said, can I sit down with your son, like, and talk to him about all this? She's like, sure. I sat down with him and I said, who did this? Who put you up to this? I'm like, I know you didn't do this. I know someone made you write this letter. Who did it? And sure enough, it was a senior. Okay, he was a freshman. It was a senior that made him write this letter, thought it was funny, and the kid got arrested. Thank goodness. You know, I went to court with them. I was character witness, all that. And everything got thrown out. Thank goodness, right? And this kid now is doing great. You know, life's moved on, and he's, 31 now, I think. But you just don't know what's going on with kids. You know what I mean? But my point is, you know, there were so many kids that were just treated bad there. I ended up having 2 other kids that would started to eat lunch with us, you know, and I mean, working for the school system was very rewarding for me. I loved it. Yeah. I think they have disproved that the door was left open. They're trying to say she locked it now. Oh, then how the hell did he get in? Should the parents of these disturbed kids be held responsible? Just asking for opinions. It was supposed to lock automatically, but if she locked it, how did he get in? Exactly. Kim, that's a good question. I think, in my opinion, if the parents were aware that their kids were nuts and that, you know, they have guns and yeah, I think the parents should be held. Like the one set of parents that got arrested for their kid, because they bought the kid a gun, and then they were joking about what he did or something, whatever. Psychos. I think in some cases, yeah, definitely. I've worked in the school system here in my town as a social worker for years before moving into child protection. Never had a school shooter here in Australia, but that doesn't mean we never will. Oh God, I hope you never do. Hey Allison, what's happening? It's been a while since I caught up. Yeah, no doubt. It's been a while, girl. Yep, Sam says so very true. If enough kids make fun of you, the school concludes they are right and something is wrong with you. If a kid has trouble with math, no one helps. Has trouble with their sexuality, everyone kicks in. Yep, Jay Lizard, I agree with you on that, honey. He shot through the glass to get in the door. Oh, really? Wow, I didn't know that. Good to know. But like I said, I haven't gone that much out of my way to like research anything because it really gets to me. Like, yeah, hold on, you guys. I need a sip of water. That's the only thing that sucks about the circle bottle is it makes so much damn noise when you're trying to drink it. It's crazy. Exactly. How the hell did he get in then? It looks to be a really small school, right? We should change the subject to something happy for Victoria. Oh, thank you, I am. Do you think MK Ultra could have anything to do with some of these shootings? Y'all know I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. I'm not into all that. I know that people believe that, and I'm fine with that. I just feel like I think these are very, very much real. I don't know how the kids have gotten to this. I don't know. I don't feel like, how do I say this? I feel like a lot of these kids, and I say kids, I mean, I'm sorry, but even if you're 18, you're still a kid, especially guys. They're like so damn immature, right? Hell, my son didn't become mature until he was like 28, right? Excuse me. So, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know. Good question. I don't know. I don't know. My high school had a program for students like that. It was ran by the school counselors and selected students. It was called Hope Squad. They trained us how to look out for these students. Wow, that's really cool. I would like to hope that they had that kind of stuff nowadays. This was quite a few years ago when I worked for the school, but I don't know. I don't know, but there's something to it, you guys. There's too many young guys running into schools and killing kids. Like, there's something to it. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I don't know. Heavy topic, but nice to be here. Oh, good, Allison. Good, good. Her lawyer said she thought it automatically locked, but it didn't. Wow. What an awesome initiative. Every school should have that, right? Victoria, do you watch the two brothers in Georgia who roller skate at rinks? So much fun to watch on Instagram. Aren't they like the Barnes brothers or something like that? Is that the same people? If it is, I love them. I love watching them. They're so cool. I fully believe it's some kind of mind control for most mass shootings. And you could very well be right. I know there's something there. And then befriend them or help guide them to the help they may need. That's awesome, SJ. We need that at every frickin' school, I mean, perfect example, the kid I was talking about, he was a good kid. Mom and dad didn't have the money to send him to school with food. Which, of course, as soon as I told my husband, I'm like, this kid comes to school every day and doesn't have money to eat. My husband was like, well, we need to start buying his lunch, And we did, and we didn't have a lot of money. It wasn't like we had tons of money or anything, but hello, a kid needed to eat, and I told my husband, I'm like, I can't sit there and eat my lunch when this kid doesn't have anything to eat. Like, I'm not doing that, So, yeah. But he was a good kid, but just, I don't know. He didn't have a ton of clothes. Mom and dad were pretty poor. And we actually went out and got him we got him new shoes and clothes, and He didn't know where they came from, but we hooked him up because I felt so bad for him. Like, you know, when I got to talking to his mom, you know, she said the same thing. She's like, my husband and I are working our asses off and we just can't afford everything, you know, and I get it. I live in this area. I get it. Like, it's expensive here. You know, I know other people have it expensive, California, different New York, different places, but it's really expensive here. Like, and it's almost next to impossible. If you don't have two incomes, or if you don't have two extreme incomes, then it's like impossible to survive. You know, when our kids were little, we didn't have a lot of money. You know, we just did the best that we could. But let's get off the subject, you guys. Yeah, the Griffin brothers, that's right. That's them. I love them. I love them. Let's see. Those guys gators are so, yeah, they are. How could the boy afford those guns? That's the thing. That's the one question I had was, where did the guns come from? I don't know. Oh, that's the other thing. They said he had an iPhone 13X or something. Where did I see that? And I was like, how in the hell does he have a phone that damn expensive at 18 years old? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, y'all. Hey, Shelby, welcome, welcome. Hey, Afton, welcome. Completely agree. I'm the same age of the student you're talking about, and I'm so glad you were there for him. Aw, thanks, SJ. He's such a good kid. And, you know, I ran into his mom, actually. It's probably been 6 months ago. And I was like, how's he doing? She's like, he's working full time. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's a really good guy. I'm so glad that things turned out, you know, for him. Candace Starr on YouTube did a video about the school shooting and mind control. Really? Maybe I'll check it out if I get time. Gas in Maytown, PA is $4.89 as of today. Holy shit. Holy shit. Listen, I was at the grocery store the other day, and this lady comes up and she's like, oh, if you buy this thing, then you can get this, this, and this. So I was like, okay. It was from the actual store, right? So I bought it, and so by buying it, you get 50 cents off a gallon for gas. So I told my son, I said, get your butt up there to that gas station and get your 50 cents off gas. Because it's just so damn expensive now. Like, you know, we're getting our gas at Costco, and we were like, okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Well, it's so damn expensive now. Go to downtown DC. It's like $5.30 or $5.60 a gallon? Something like that. I'm like, Fairfax County in Virginia, it's pushing $5 a gallon, I think. It's just been ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. Hey, Candy Cane, what's happening, Mama? Oh, he had an expensive car, too? Wow. Yeah, where'd all this shit come from? That's what I want to know. There's a lot about this kid that doesn't add up, right? Exactly. Like, where's all this stuff coming from? Gas in northern Illinois is $5.56 a gallon. Are you kidding me, Kim? You need to go back to Arkansas where it's cheap. In Illinois, there are many schools, if not all, that the kids get free breakfast and lunch. See, it was lights out here too, but the problem was his parents made just enough money to where he didn't qualify. You know, but it's bullshit. Don't even get me started. Like, I had started going and buying through the food pantry, going and buying food and taking it to this other school district nearby, because these kids were going home on Friday afternoon and they had no food until Monday, right? So we started buying juice boxes and snacks and stuff for sandwiches, and we started making sandwiches and making little care packages to go home for the student, but not just the student, for their siblings and parents, so they'd have food all weekend, you know. And I need to get back into doing that this next year. I'm just going to do it independently, you know. But I felt so bad. Like, it blows my mind that we actually have kids in this country that once they go home from school on Friday, they don't have food until they go back to school on Monday. That blows my mind. It shouldn't freaking be like that. I paid $5.49 today. Really? Oh my gosh, Afton, that's horrible. I had a quarter tank when I filled up. Wow. Let me tell you, we had almost a half a tank of gas when we filled our truck up. Our truck's a 6-cylinder, and it was $80 some. I was like, and this was like a week and a half ago. We haven't filled up since then because we don't go anywhere. Well, we've been going out to my friend's house on the weekends to help her, which is a hike, but it's worth it. I thought the gas was going to go down after the holiday, right? Yeah. I just visited DC, New York City in March through April with my son's school. Very beautiful over there. It is. I mean, I've said it. I love DC. I don't love the crap surrounding it, but I love the town. You know what I mean? I pay $5.89 for gas, 89 octane. Chevron charges almost $7 a gallon. Holy crap, I am. I'm so sorry. I am. You need to come to the dark side, move out to the DC area. It's expensive as hell here, but it's not that expensive. Come on over to the East Coast to the dark side. Wow, all kids qualify there for it, Pat? That's awesome. Yep, when I left home, gas was $3.93 a gallon. Are you shitting me? That's such a good price. I love your heart, Victoria. Aw, thank you, Afton. Thank you, honey. I fill up every chance I get. It seems it goes up every couple days, right? That's what I've been doing. I'm like, okay, am I going to be near the Costco? Because if I'm going to be near the Costco, I'm going to fill the car, or the truck up at least, because I'm like, we have a little teeny, like, 4-cylinder stick shift car. So we said we were going to only drive that because gas is so damn expensive. But I've just gotten used to driving a truck and sitting up higher. So it's so hard to drive our little teeny, small little sporty car. It's hard, y'all. And I feel like I have to roll out onto the ground just to get out. I'm sure people in parking lots see me get out of that car and they're like, oh my God, that's hysterical. Because I literally physically roll out of the car and I'm like trying to get out. Like, shit, help me. This car is too low. That's a great idea, care packages. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, it's something that hubby and I can do. It's not that expensive. It doesn't cost that much to get a cheap loaf of bread and, you know, peanut butter, you know, little snack. It doesn't cost that much. You know what I mean? It's something that we could at least help as many people as we could, you know? Well, the Amish people must know something we don't because they're not buying gas for their horse and ride, you know? Candy, I know, girl, right? I was like, man, I was thinking back to all the Amish people in Indiana that I know, and I'm like, they don't have to worry about it. Yeah, we had food hampers, the school I worked at, and would drop them off to vulnerable families on Fridays once a month. Wow, that's really cool, Shannon. Our Amish in our neighborhood drive for free. Yeah. Yeah. There's something wrong with this country when you have hungry kids. Exactly, right, Pat? That's what I said. Like, you know, they don't ask for anything. You know what I mean? Like, kids don't get to pick who they're born to and where they're born. It's over $1,500 in California to fill up a semi. Holy shit, that's crazy. A friend of mine drives a truck over the road. He's been like posting. He's posted a couple times on how much he's paying, and I'm like, and he said, like, I can't afford this crap. He's like, this stuff comes out of my pocket. He's like, this is just getting insane. Here, too, kids get breakfast and lunch free, but just since COVID. Oh, wow. My new neighbors just moved here from D.C., and they were scared in their neighborhood. I understand. I understand. This neighborhood that we're in, we've been here, August will be 24 years. And it used to be like we wouldn't have anything going on, right? It's we're in the nice part of town. It's a nice neighborhood. But here lately, it's, you know, people have the Ring doorbells on the front. And these kids, they don't even care. They're going right in front of your Ring doorbell. And they're trying to open up your cars. They're stealing cars. They're stealing money and shit out of cars. They don't care. They don't care. Do you do free readings? Emily, for every paid reading I do, I try to do a free reading if I feel that somebody really needs it. Yeah. Gosh dang, $4.78 here in Utah for 86 octane, which is insane to me. Yeah. You guys, it's just been... See, I'm old enough that I remember the odd even days when I was a kid during all the issues with gas. I don't know what's going to happen, y'all. I don't know. No one in America should be hungry or homeless. Exactly. I agree. Prisoners eat free. Exactly. It's so pathetic to me that we have all these men and women that are homeless that have served their country. And what, we just, oh, thanks for serving your country, but we don't care about you now. We're sorry that you're homeless. Sorry. Trust me, I ran the food pantry for 10 years. I get it. It tears my heart up, y'all. Hunger and homelessness tears my heart up. It really gets to me. Like, I can't talk about it all because it really does get to me. Our school system is doing the summer feed program all around town. Just have to go pick it up. Oh, that's nice. You know, they're supposed to be doing something here at like a couple of the elementary schools. But the problem is a lot of these kids don't have a way to get to those elementary schools. You know what I mean? And they're not like picking them up by bus or anything. So, yeah. Agreed. Can't imagine starving daily like that and then trying to concentrate in school. It's not okay. Exactly. Bosses want you to come back to work in the office when gas prices are insane. That's the one thing. If we've learned anything from COVID, it's that the majority of people in this world can work remotely. So why are these people, look, DMV area, it's bumper to bumper, nonstop, dead stop traffic trying to get into work. It takes people hours to get into work. And why? Why are they having to go back into a building when the company could save money by having them work remotely? I don't understand it. I don't get it. Afton, free room and board and 3 hot meals. Right? The dark side's so true. Theft is really bad here too. It's just, excuse me, it's just been like, you know, lately, it's gotten really bad. I don't know what I should do with my life. What career job should I do to get the most financial abundance? Oh, I don't do readings on here, girl. This is Friday Night Live. I get on here and relax and talk to everybody. Sorry. You can email me, though, victoriapaxton.psychic@gmail.com. Right, Victoria, the service ruined a lot of them, right? It's so sad. I could give you a suggestion. Everyone is so hard up for work. You can basically walk in and get any job you want, even a high-paying job. I would start at the top. Yeah. Here's the thing I don't get. So COVID hit, and now all of a sudden, most of these places around here are hurting for people. Where in the hell did all those people go? Where did all the people go that had the jobs prior to COVID? That's what I don't understand. Like, I don't get it, y'all. 1 and 1 is 2. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, where in the hell did they all go? I agree. Thank you, Fairy Magic. Welcome, by the way. I'd say do what you love if you can, then work will do so much more rewarding. Oh, so true. Let me tell you. So, if you can't find something that you love doing, then you're going to be miserable. And then it's a job. You know what I mean? But if you find something that you really love doing, you know, then it's not so hard to get up at the crack of dawn every morning and go in there, you know? You got to find something you really love. That's important. It's like hubby. You know, he got laid off, then he was diagnosed with cancer. And he said, you know, he prayed about it and said, I want to work with veterans. That's one thing that I've always wanted to do, and I want to do it. He's a veteran. He was like, you know, I really want to do it. And then the job came up, and bam, he got hired, and he loves it. Now, he did go for an interview today with the school, but his contract is ending at Christmas this next year. So he's kind of like, you know, crap, you know. But, I mean, hopefully his contract will be extended, but you just never know. You know, when you live in this area and you do government contracting, which the majority of the people that live in the Washington, D.C. metro area do government contracting, and you just never know, you know. And he had gotten laid off at Christmas when his other contract ended. And it was scary because we were like, shit, we can't go back to that. Like, it was scary. You know, he got rehired for the new contract, but it took a while, you know, and it was scary. People got a lot of money. What's up? People got a lot of money from unemployment and don't want to do the other work and get a lower payment. Yeah, that's probably true. I love these lives. Not only is it great to just hear your thoughts on things, but the community is amazing. They are amazing, SJ. Thank you. Everybody here, I have the best subscribers of anybody. I don't care what anybody says. I have the best subscribers. I'm very fortunate. I know I put my resume out there and now I'm getting interviews. I hope I get a great job. Oh, that's awesome, Cynthia. Yay. Yay. It's going to come. You'll see. A lot of people are doing their own thing these days. Yeah. Give us some of that money going overseas for weapons so we can feed our children. Right? Right? I agree. I live in Utah too, right? I know a lot of people that have lost their jobs on assistance and are doing so much better. Good. Good. That's good. I agree, Fairy Magic. They were bringing home more than me. Yeah. I mean, that was kind of like the sad reality with COVID and everything. People were sitting at home on their ass doing nothing. These little young punks. I'm not talking about us older people, but a bunch of young punks, right? Now they're like, oh my God, I don't want to have to work for a living. I guess that's what happened to him. That would be a scary situation. Glad it worked out for him for now. Yeah, no doubt. Thank you. I took $40,000 a year cut in pay to do what I loved. So glad I did it. There you go, Kim. That's what hubby did. Hubby took a huge cut. You know, he had this other position, but it was like, he was like, you know, I prayed about this. I wanted to work for veterans and it's here and I really want to take this position. And I was like, you do what you do. It's not about the money. It's never been about the money for me. I'm the brokest psychic you'll ever meet. My husband always says that. So yeah, I agree, Kim. It's all about being happy and comfortable and liking what you do. And did y'all hit the thumbs up for Victoria? Thank you, Pat. Thank you, girlfriend. Hi, Victoria. Sending love and hugs from rural Eastern North Carolina. Sorry I'm late to the chat. The animal shelters here are euthanizing as fast as people can dump them. We need foster. Oh my God, Beth. First of all, welcome. Welcome, welcome, Beth. And second of all, that hurts my heart. The lady 2 doors down, she's a foster for the animal shelter. And she had a set of kittens. Well, they went to the shelter and got adopted. So now she has another set of kittens. I can't imagine. And I get the little emails every day that says like, oh, the animal control, not animal control, the shelters in your area here, the pets. And almost every freaking day I look at my hubby and I'm like, oh, see this little kitty, we need to go save this kitty. Let's go save this puppy. And he's like, okay, let's go. And then at the last minute, I'm like, no, never mind. You know, because we have a cat and a dog. That's enough. And by the way, D-Miner's birthday was yesterday. And we spoiled the crap out of her. She turned 12. We spoiled her all day. It was fun. She was kind of like, ooh, what is this? I'm sure this morning she woke up thinking, Mom and Dad are going to spoil me again today. But it's not your birthday, girlfriend. Yeah, so she was all excited. That's so sad, Beth, and that's so awful. I did hit the like. I love the job. The people are hell. Yeah, that's people, right? Thanks, guys. Yeah, that sucks that animals are being put down. That really gets to me. Kids and animals and senior citizens. It just physically hurts my heart. I was just thinking the other day how, you know, I did the food pantry for 10 years and how much I miss it. But I don't know. I feel like I'm being pulled in another direction. And I think I'm going to go with that and see how that works out. But I just know, like, in wintertime, it just kills me because I sit there, I lie in bed and think of all of my clients that are homeless and they're hungry and they're cold, and it gets to me, y'all. Sorry. So my friend, Marsha, you guys just keep her in your thoughts and prayers. You know, she lost her husband, and then she finds out that his son, she kept getting phone calls from a place in Florida. So his son, as soon as Tom died, his son started calling her saying, "Where's my money?" And she's like, "What money?" And he's like, "The money that I'm entitled to since my dad died." And she's like, "You're not entitled to any money." "What are you talking about? Your dad didn't have any money. And besides which, we were married and anything he has is mine." "Well, where are my things of his? I want them." And Marsha's like, "I'm not giving you anything of any importance so you can sell it so you can get high." Well, he got arrested. And they got him for like 5 felony counts. One of them was like attempted murder, distribution of heroin laced with fentanyl. I mean, just all this shit. So she's like, you know, I don't have to worry about him harassing me now. She's like, but, you know, he's going down for so many years. And it's been hell for her. I just feel so bad. She's been a nurse for 40 some years, and she's going back to work like next week, and I just feel so bad for her. Now she has like 80 miles each way commute to work now. Since they moved to the new house to downsize, it's a really horrible commute for her. And she has MS, right? But it's only in her brain. Not that that's good. But it's not, so she has problems with like her legs. But for the most part, knock on wood, health-wise, she's good, you know? It's just so damn sad, you guys. It just breaks my heart. I've been texting and calling her. We've been talking every day, and yeah. I wish I could have a pet where I live. I could register one as an emotional support animal legally. Oh, nice. Where do you live? What do you want to do? We are always looking for new fosters where I live, too. Don't forget to smash. Definitely deserved. Oh, thank you. I can't foster. I have 5 dogs now. I can't imagine how many dogs I would have if I fostered. Right, Kim? That's my thinking. If I fostered, because my neighbor, she's like, "You guys should foster." And I'm like, and let me tell you something. If I fostered, I'd have like 87 cats and 87 dogs. So we're not fostering. I just can't do it. I work for CPS. I hear, oh, geez. Yeah, you know. Ours is a no-kill shelter. I'm so glad. Take your shelter about of animal, food, cat. Yeah, that's definitely, listen to her, you guys. If you guys find, especially right now, holy crap, you guys, it's like impossible to find the type of cat food and dog food that our dog and cat eat. If you find extra, you guys buy it, put it up. But if you find extra, go take it to the shelter. Because, you know, if you're hurting financially, they've got to be hurting. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's out. Inflation is horrible. It's horrible. That's very sad. I hope everything works out for her. Yeah. I just feel so damn bad for her. Like, I just feel so bad for her. But, oh, they're doing Tom's Celebration of Life in August. So my sister's going to come out, yay, so she can be there for her. So I get to see my sister again, which Sunday is my family reunion in Indiana. Me and my siblings didn't get to go this year, which really sucks. I wish we could have gone, but it is what it is. I brought two bags of dog food to the dog shelter not too long ago. I seen it on sale and I couldn't resist. There you go, Candy. Good job, honey. Thank you for doing that. There's so many animals, people. I don't know how people on, you know, on a, God, what I can't even think today. On a, what do you call it? Like a set income. I don't know how people survive financially. I told my husband, I'm like, oh, I ran into this little old lady, and so I go to the grocery store, and there's a little old lady in front of me in line, and she's, you know, slowly putting her stuff up on the little thingy. And she was so sweet. I was like, "Can I help you?" And she's like, "Well, honey, I can do it, but if you need me to move quicker, you can help me." And I said, "I don't need you to move quicker. I got plenty of time," you know. So we were chit-chatting, and she was like telling me how she can't do this financially. She has no family around. She's on a set income. She's like, I don't know what I'm going to do, right? So the lady gives her the total, and she's like, I mean, you guys, she didn't have enough money. And she barely got anything, okay? We're talking like 2.5 bags of groceries. And she had just got done saying that this was her monthly supply of groceries that she was shopping for, that she only comes to shop once a month. And I was like, oh, hell no. So I looked at the cashier and I said, I'll pay whatever. I'll pay. And the lady, oh, no, honey. Oh, no. No, I can't let you do that. No. I can't let you do that. I said, ma'am, let me do it. I'm trying to bless you. My husband and I want to bless you. She's like, but have you even talked to your husband? She was so cute. And I was like, no, but I can bet money on it. If I called him right now, he would say, do buy her groceries. And she was like, oh no, honey, I'd have to pay you back. She's like, let me get your phone number so I can pay you back. And I said, I'm not going to give you my phone number. You're not going to pay me back. I said, I'll give you my phone number so you can call me and we can talk or hang out. But you're not paying me back. You know, so I ended up paying for her groceries. And she was just like, you guys. She started crying. And she said, you don't know how much this means to me. I just don't know what I'm going to do in the future. I don't know how I'm going to afford this. And it just killed me, y'all. I gave her my phone number and I said, please, please, please call me and let me know how you're doing. You know, and I already talked to hubby and I'm like, I'm going to find out where she lives. And we're going to buy her groceries because I saw what she bought. And we're going to buy her groceries and take them over and drop them off. Because it just, you know, she's sitting there telling me in the cashier, like, she doesn't have any family left and there's nobody around for her. And I'm like, you're killing me over here. And then when she didn't have, you guys, I can't talk about it. I'm going to start crying. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. I'm so ready for my 2 fosters to be adopted. Very sweet, but like to chew up 7. My sister-in-law passed away this week. She fought hard with brain cancer. Oh no, Cynthia, I'm so sorry to hear that. My mother-in-law had brain cancer. That's sad. I am so sorry. I genuinely am sorry. I wish vets did a 1-day free spay and neuter once a month. Sooner or later, we'd have funeral. Very true, Pat. Very true. She can tell and move closer to work. We are all here in Illinois for Celebration of Life. My favorite uncle who passed in February. Aw, Kim, I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you're celebrating his life. That's good. And that you're around family. Nothing like being around family celebrating somebody, you know. That lady sounds like a sweetheart. Good for you. One act of kindness, no matter how small, can change someone's entire life. If you look for the opportunities, you'll see them everywhere. I agree, you guys. I agree. Hubby and I've told you this before. We go into a restaurant and if we're going to sit down and eat, then we pick somebody and we pay for their food. So we go to this like one breakfast place all the time and they know us there. They know that every time we come in and eat, you know, so I said, you know, I want to pay for that couple's meal right there. And she's like, okay. And then she came back over a little while ago. They got up and left and she said they were demanding to know who paid for their meal. And she said, I told them I couldn't tell them. I was like, thank you. But we always try to do that, you know, but you just don't know what people are going through. You don't know. And this particular couple, it was an older couple and they were sharing a meal. And I was like, ugh, my heart, like, so it's like, are they sharing a meal because they want to share a meal? Or are they sharing a meal because they can't afford to meal? You know what I mean? So I was like, we got to pay for them. No doubt. Someone ahead of me paid for my Dunkin' Donuts in the drive-thru and that made my day 100%. Excuse me. That's awesome, Candy. That happens all the time here too. And if I go through Starbucks and nobody's doing it, I'll pay for the people behind me and get it started. Because, you know, I mean, you never know. You don't know what kind of day people are having, you know. And that, a little bit of buying them a cup of coffee could mean everything to them, you know. I did it the same for a man. Bought coffee at McDonald's yesterday. He only had $1.10. Aw, thank you, Fairy Magic. Thank you for looking out for him. It's just like that stuff, like, you know, you just don't know. And I always said, you know, when hubby had gotten laid off and was diagnosed with a cancer and life was hell for a long time. Y'all know I believe in God. I prayed to God and I said, if you get us through this, if you get my husband through this, hi honey, that's my son. I said, if you get my husband through this cancer, if you get us through this, I will do everything in my power to help other people. And I've tried to stick to that. You know, we always try to pay for other people's meals, or we give money all the time to the homeless. We do different stuff like that. And it's not because I want to pat it on the back. Nothing to do with that. It's just the opposite. I want other people to be encouraged to go out and help. You know what I mean? Like Candy Cane said, somebody paid for her Dunkin'. That's awesome. And it doesn't cost that much to pay for somebody's coffee, you know? So if you have it and you can do it, because you just don't know what those people are going through. You don't know what's going on in their life. You don't know. You just don't know. Pay it forward and backwards. That's right. Bless you for being blessed. Aw, thank you. But, you know, it's just, if every single, that's the whole thing. Like, you know, people used to say to me all the time when I ran the food pantry, they'd be like, oh, well, if I had the money, I'd help the homeless too. Oh, if I had the money, I'd do this. And I would say to them, look, you don't have to have money. Trust me, I don't have money. I'm like, but you know, if you're driving down the road and you see a homeless person, go to McDonald's, right? Spend $2, buy him a cup of coffee, grab some sugar and some cream, pull up next to him and say, hey, here, I just wanted to give you a coffee and I hope you have a great day, you know? Or if you're in the store somewhere and you see something on sale, you know, like you can do like little gift boxes to homeless people, you know, with a stick of deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, those little wipes to clean yourself if you can't shower, you know, put together a little bag like that, keep them in the trunk of your car. And if you see somebody homeless, go up and say, hey, I don't have a lot of money, but I do have this and I wanted to give this to you. It doesn't take a lot of money, you know, it doesn't take a lot of money to do that. Like, you really, seriously, do it, you guys. You know, I have dealt with so many homeless people, and I told you about the guy in Baltimore. That will stick with me for the rest of my life. You know, when he said nobody had talked to him for a week, and it broke my heart. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, they just look at me and talk crap about me. They won't talk to me. They won't look at me really. You know, they won't make eye contact with me. It broke my heart. You know, I intentionally said, well, guess what? I have all day and I'm not doing a damn thing except walking around Baltimore. So let's go. You know, and I sat there and talked to him, and, you know, it's just, if you've never been homeless, I guess you don't think about that. Like, you know, and he said, like, I appreciate the money that you're giving me, ma'am, but the fact that you're willing to talk to me means so much to me, you know, and it broke my heart. Like, I told my husband, like, I'm sitting there bawling the whole time, you know, talking to the guy, because it's like, if you've never been homeless, I guess you would know that, you know. Yeah. And I had so many homeless people from the pantry that said the same thing. Like, I know I can come in here and see you, and you're gonna ask me if I'm okay, and you're gonna take care of me, and you're gonna give me food, but you're gonna talk to me. The one guy, he's like, you know, I love the fact that you always talk to me. You always take time. You stop what you're doing. You come over and you hang out and talk to me. That means a lot to people, guys. Like, you know, especially in today's day and age with inflation and homelessness and, yeah. Sad. I know most of these kids are buying guns with clips. Yeah, it's sad. Every little bit helps. You do what you can do. I mean, how would you feel to be asleep outside and be hungry and everyone looking at you like you have some disease or something? Right, Bonnie? Exactly. Even if you pay someone a compliment, it makes them feel good, and yeah, exactly. Girly girl from Florida, welcome. So true. So true. You know, like the guy said to me, nobody had talked to him in weeks. Did he say a week or weeks? I don't remember, but that stuck with me. Like, yeah, loneliness can be crippling. Exactly. Let's see. Yes, even if it's to ask someone, hey, how are you doing today? Exactly. That's so true, you guys. Like, seriously, that goes so far. You know what I mean? That goes so far. I always want to tell the person that someone loves them, even if they can't go home, right? Exactly. I mean, that's probably working at the pantry. That's probably the biggest thing that people say is that it means so much to them when people, you know, care about them, you know, and take the time to ask them how they're doing, you know. And it's not that hard. It doesn't cost you anything to go up to somebody and say, "Hey, how's your day?" You know, it doesn't cost anything. Yeah. People feel poverty and mental health is contagious instead of getting out of self actually is empowering, right? And that's the sad thing is so many of the homeless people are mentally ill. So many of them. You know, and all those years working around all those people, running that pantry, guess what? Nobody ever attacked me, tried to kill me, beat me, tried to rape me. Nothing. Nothing, you know? Yeah. Anything on Tuesday morning? Nope. Girl, no. Still having the dreams. I still don't know what the hell they mean. Yeah. Compassion and action. There you go, Beth. All right, you guys. I'm going to get off of here. I got a busy day tomorrow. We're going to go run around, and then we're going to go to a baseball game, and then we're going to go to the pool at some point, hopefully. And hopefully I don't get sun poisoning like last year. I'm just so afraid to get it. I'm going to be covered from head to toe, y'all. I'm okay with being the pasty white girl for the rest of my life. I'm okay with that. All right, you guys, listen. I hope you guys have an amazing week. It should be a good week this week. And let's hope that we don't have any more of these stupid shootings. That would be nice. You guys, have a good one. I'm going to get off of here. Take care.